Discomfort doesn't mean that you made the wrong choice. It often means that you're growing. And missing Egypt doesn't automatically make us ungrateful. I'm sitting on my floor because it's a theme that's been like ringing in my heart is not looking back to Egypt. People think that the hardest part about healing is leaving Egypt, leaving that dark place, leaving your past, leaving the world. But the hardest part about healing is not looking back when your present gets uncomfortable.
Wow.
There's this moment in the Bible where God freed the Israelites from Egypt, from their slavery. They're out, they're safe, no longer in chains. But almost immediately they start looking back. They start desiring where they left. They say things like,
at least we had food, at least we knew what to expect. Oh, maybe it wasn't that bad.
and if we're being honest, we've all done that, okay? And if you say you didn't,
You're alive.
because Egypt isn't always about a place, it's about a pattern. It's about cycles that repeat in our lives. It's relationships, mindsets, a version of yourself that wasn't healthy but feels so familiar. Sometimes we even start missing what almost destroyed us. Not because it was good, but because it was known. A lot of people trauma bond. They seek out chaos because all they know was chaos. They seek out the brokenness that they saw in their parents because that's what the depiction of love is. So now they seek it out elsewhere. We enjoy the familiar because we're used to it. We know what to expect. We don't like the new. We don't like meeting new patterns and new people and healthy habits because we don't know what to expect out of those things. Freedom feels scarier than bondage. I'm gonna say it again.
Freedom feels scarier than bondage.
Because freedom requires trust. Think about it. When you're in an open field, there's so many possibilities. You can go left, right, straight, and there's woods all around you. You can end up anywhere. Freedom requires uncertainty. It requires learning how to live with the thing that once defined you. But let me tell you what matters. God didn't bring them out of Egypt just to abandon them in the wilderness. The wilderness wasn't punishment. It was transition. It was where they learned how to depend on God in new ways. New ways. Got goosebumps just saying that. And that's where some of us are right now, especially me. I speak for myself. You're not where you used to be. I'm not where I used to be. But I haven't arrived to where I'm going yet. It's that weird in between. And the in between feels so lonely, so confusing, and so uncomfortable because I'm not the person that I used to be in the past when I was in the world, but I'm not yet the person that God called me to be. I'm doing way better than I was in the past, but I'm not yet where I'm supposed to be. But discomfort doesn't mean that you made the wrong choice. Wow, I'm talking to myself as I say that. Discomfort doesn't mean that you made the wrong choice. It often means that you're growing. And missing Egypt doesn't automatically make us ungrateful. God knows that we're human. He knows that we fall for certain patterns and patterns that we've learned. He knows that we enjoy the familiar and he's so patient with us. God doesn't shame you for looking back. He just keeps inviting you forward. You keep looking back and God's like, hey, I'm right here. Hey, I'm right here. I'm right here. It's like we look to the side and God's like, no, right here. Look at me. He knows the version that existed of you in Egypt, and yet he still chose you. Think about that. He knows that in Egypt, you were in survival mode. He knows that you needed to survive in Egypt, but God's trying to call you out of that. He knows that that version of you does not belong there anymore. That version of you doesn't belong there anymore. He can't bring you into the new with that old version of you. With you in bondage still. With you still in these generational patterns. With you still in the midst of the trauma, God needs to remove you from Egypt. He needs to remove you from Egypt, and you're gonna walk through the wilderness. You're gonna walk through this path where you're gonna be like,
God, like, why am I here? Like, did I do something wrong? Did I make the wrong?
no, he needs you to walk through the wilderness. It's in the wilderness that God encounters you. It's in the wilderness that God heals you. God can't bring you into the new if you're still all scratched up from your past. You're still bleeding because you'll just bleed in the new places. Sometimes the hardest step in faith isn't stepping out. It's resisting the urge to go back. And oh, how I know that feeling. It's resisting the urge to go back to what you know, to what you knew worked. Even though it didn't work, you still managed to get you through those coping mechanisms. It's hard to fight that urge, let's be real. And if you say no,
You're lying. It's hard.
so if you're in that in-between space, like me, sometimes tempted to return back to what's familiar, even though you know it hurt you, let's remember this together. God didn't bring us this far to leave us stranded. Even though it may seem like it, he didn't. And he didn't free you just to watch you go back. Think of God as a father. He freed you as a child from the pits of despair, from all those addictions, from all those coping mechanisms, from all those toxic relationships. He doesn't want you to go back to those things. He's like, you're free now. It's like he removed the tape that was around you, the ropes that held you together, the chains, and he freed you. And it's like you're running back to try to grab those chains, and God's like, no, he's a father. He's like, I don't want my child to go back to that. You have to remember that God sees you as a little kid. You might be 27, 32, 50, 60. God doesn't see you like that. He sees you as a little kid. He doesn't want his little kid falling into the same pit again and again and again, playing with the same fire, playing with the same snake. You're not lost just because it feels like you made the wrong turn, because everything is just upside down. You're in transition, and transition's uncomfortable. It's a weird place to be in. I feel like I've been in tradition for like 2 years. And I'm like,
Bro, what's going on? Like, do you still see me? Like, you still got the control, God? Like,
Help me, help me.
you know what I mean? But we're in transition, and we have to remember that that's also holy ground. You're not in Egypt anymore. You're not that person anymore. You can't be around those same people anymore, but you're also not who you're supposed to be. And that process, that transition path is holy, because that's where the Lord purifies you. That's where the Lord heals you. That's where he prunes you. That's where he teaches you. That's where he prepares you to step into the new, because you can't go in with the same tools that you use in Egypt. Yes, to equip you with better tools, with smarter tools, with newer strategies, maybe new characteristics. Maybe you got to strip yourself of that old you, the attitude you, and the bitter you, and the victim mindset you, so that you can step into the new. Those old strategies won't work anymore. And that in-between place has been really rough for me, but I believe that we'll make it through. I believe that the one who started the good work in us is faithful enough to finish, and he will in his time. I may not understand it, but he will. Just remember in this transition period that Jesus is still with you. He still loves you, and I do too.